Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for the week of January 10th. We're going to jump right in here, Cancer, and we are going to see what is going on for you. We're going to do just like a Celtic cross, even though it doesn't look like a Celtic cross. And this will be part one. There will be a part two to this reading, and you can find that at the link down below. And it is free, of course. So let's see here, Cancer. Some of these cards are in reverse. I don't read reversals, but something happened to this deck. So not sure what's going on there. We're also going to pull Oracle card at the end. In your current general energies, you have the Two of Wands. There's like an element of trying to, I think you're trying to break free in this reading. You have the Ten of Swords as your center card, which is coming up in the position of the past. It's almost, but I'm seeing this more like, it's funny because when I put that down, it was like Eight of Swords. Like my brain immediately went to Eight of Swords, even though it's the Ten of Swords. I understand that, but I'm kind of getting that like Eight of Swords, more trapped energy going on here. Here's the thing with the Two of Wands. It's a good card. It is a card of taking the lead, but he's like standing at the top of a castle and he's got the whole world in his hands, but he's looking out to the world that is in front of him. He's looking at what's in front of him. He's basically looking at what was, and he's not looking at like what could be, you know? So I don't really feel like this is a bad thing or anything, Cancer, but I do feel there's like a little bit of maybe this like yearning for things to be better type of energy. Even your crossing energy is the Eight of Pentacles. So the crossing energy can be something that hurts you or helps you. I kind of like to look at it as both for, in a Celtic cross. It's kind of like a little bit of the challenge, but also the solution. And it makes sense because the Eight of Pentacles could just say that the solution is to put in the work. The challenge could be that you're not putting in the work. And again, I'm not calling you out here, but it could just say, there's something missing that you're not working on. Maybe you just don't realize it. We're going to try to figure it out here in this reading, obviously. But Eight of Pentacles, interestingly enough, could also be time. So that's kind of what I feel for you, Cancer. And I say this mostly because you also have the Wheel of Fortune right here. It's actually a pretty good reading in general. You have the Empress, the Ace of Cups, the Magician. So you have some very good cards showing up here. But I just feel like timing maybe is a little bit of a challenge as far as being able to do something. There are also real world restrictions going on. So, some of these restrictions could be preventing you, or you could feel like they're preventing you from moving forward. And that could be, again, that could be very legitimate. I'm not discounting the restrictions that we're all dealing with, or some people are dealing with more than others. But, what I would say here is that the Eight of Pentacles kind of says, work on what you can. Next, in the area of your thoughts, you have the Ace of Cups. Some of you could be thinking about love, but I'm really just getting the word peace on this card. You see this dove that is kind of diving into the cup on the Ace of Cups, and the doves in tarot represent peace. The dove also has the Eucharist in his beak, and he's putting it into the cup. It's like the Eucharist that he's dropping into the cup, or the dove is dropping into the cup, is the thing that is causing the cup to overflow. So another clue for me personally, just the way that I read tarot, the Ace of Cups to me is kind of like a card of needing to take action or needing to kind of do something to get your cups to overflow. And it's kind of like a little bit confusing, but basically, if you're trying to move forward in any area of your life, something that fulfills you, the way to look at the Ace of Cups is it could represent love, but it can also just be something that causes you to overflow, something that makes you very happy, or something that makes you feel like warm and fuzzy, right? It's like you're looking for those warm and fuzzies, whatever that is for you. It could be to have a business, could be to get a pet, could be anything, doesn't matter. This card kind of says like you have to take action to get those warm and fuzzies, right? And that's what I'd say here. Next, in the area of your foundation, you have the Wheel of Fortune. I actually love that you have the Wheel of Fortune in your foundation. I feel that you're understanding these changes that are going on around you and in your life. I feel you're also recognizing certain cycles that are happening in your life as well. And these cycles that you are recognizing, just based off of everything here, it's like I feel like you're understanding certain times of your life when maybe things are more abundant, or I feel like you're paying more attention. It's almost like you're paying attention to certain patterns that are happening around you. And the good news is you're going to be able to take advantage of the things that you are recognizing. I kind of have like weird stories popping into my head. Like maybe you have recognized certain patterns in relationships. And it's like maybe before a relationship gets to the point where there's going to be a breakup, you can say, hey, I recognize the pattern. I'm going to end this now, or I'm going to get ahead of it. It's almost like I see you, this reading as you getting more ahead. It's not perfect by any means, but this reading, I would say. But really, the main message I'm getting here is it's almost like you're getting ahead of things, but in a good way. It's like, even in a relationship, it's like maybe you recognize a pattern that is toxic. If you can end it, you don't have to end the relationship, right? We can fix things. We can make things better, especially if we're with a person who's willing to also fix things. Of course, that's important. But again, if you're able to get ahead of it and you're able to see it before it happens, it's like you can fix it. And this doesn't even have to be fixing things. It's like maybe you recognize that at certain times of the year you make more money. This could be you saying, hey, you know what? Every single January I make more money. I'm going to work harder so I make even more money. And so I just see you kind of getting ahead of things. And I really like this energy for you. It's just going to create more momentum is the way that I see it. Even in the area of the past, you have the Ten of Swords. So I do feel you've experienced difficult endings in the past. It's almost like you've been praying for blessings as well. He's making the same symbol with his hand right here that the Hierophant is making on the Hierophant card, and that symbol represents a blessing. But I kind of just see it in my head as you have been praying for blessings, or you've been hoping that things would improve in certain areas of your life. And I kind of feel that this change that you are undergoing is bringing those blessings in. Very simple energy on that card. Next, in the area of the near future, you have the Magician. So you have full control over your destiny. The Wheel of Fortune is the card of your destiny. It's like the Wheel of Karma. It is also your personal vision for your life. The Wheel of Fortune, it's like how you see your life unfolding, or, how you would like your life to unfold. The Magician just says, use your words. He understands how to use magic. The wand here represents magic. He's pointing to the ground, and that represents him grounding something in reality. He's also pointing to these flowers right here on the card, and the flowers kind of represent your focus. They represent needing to focus on joy and abundance and happiness. There are several teachers of the law of attraction, whatever you want to call it, and what do they all say? Exactly what I said earlier. You have to get to that place of feeling warm and fuzzy about something before you can attract it into your life. And he kind of understands that the best way to do that is to focus on things that he loves, to focus on things that bring him joy and happiness. And I kind of see you doing that. The reason I see you doing that is because in the area of the next few months, here's your glow up, Cancer, right here with the Empress. So it's like you're glowing up, or you're just creating more abundance in your life in general with the Empress card. If you're trying to get pregnant, really good card, by the way. So if you're trying to get pregnant, some of you could be, inviting pregnancy into your life. I don't really see this as a love reading or anything like that, but it did pop into my head, so I'm going to say it. For the most part, I feel like this is just you creating multiple harvests in your life, and I would definitely do that with the Empress energy, is what I'd say to you. Next, in the area of your closest relationships, you have the Two of Swords. Doesn't really surprise me. I feel this for every single water sign, just in general. You can see here on the card that she's sitting on one island, and there's a new island behind her right there. I just see that, to me, just looking at the astrology, getting to the end of Pluto and Capricorn as well, in which, Capricorn is your opposite sign, Cancer. We're not at the end yet, but we're in that last kind of like home stretch, right? And it's going to be in there for a little while longer. But, I can see how this is like affecting relationships and friendships for water signs in general, and earth signs as well. And also Uranus and Taurus can do the same thing. And what I would say here is I feel like you're kind of like seeing that there might be certain people who match with your energy right now, and there might be other people who don't. I don't really see this, I don't think it's as dramatic as cutting people out, but I do feel you might be withdrawing energy or only giving certain amounts of energy to people in your life who just aren't good for you. If there are people who are super toxic, obviously I would cut those people out. But, it's like there are some people, maybe they're just not bad people, but maybe we just don't vibe with them anymore. Maybe they're stinking thinking, and maybe they kind of make us feel down and all this other stuff. So I feel like you are just being more protective of yourself in a good way. She has those swords crossed over her chest. It's like she's trying to protect her heart. And again, we see this here. with the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is kind of like your heart. It is what your heart belongs to. And so I feel like you're just being very protective of yourself. And this is probably a good thing. This is not a bad thing, of course. Next, in the area of your future feelings, you have the Ace of Pentacles. She is very focused over here. She is very focused on the pentacle. She's not focused on this rabbit right here. Rabbits can represent abundance and fleetness, and rabbits can represent things that happen very quickly, right? But they also represent abundance. They can also represent fears, though. And she's only focused on the pentacle. She isn't focused on her fears. So this could also be why you're drawing maybe boundaries with people in your life, because it's like you're trying to protect yourself from their fears, from their worries, and all this other stuff. I'm also getting like cycles here as well. It's like rabbits in the wild go through cycles. They go through like a 7-year cycle. And I'm getting that here. Remember what I said at the beginning of the reading? It's like you're noticing these cycles, like when to take advantage of things, when not to take advantage of things. It's like you're very in tune, I would say, with the it keeps popping into my head as time, but I don't really feel intuitively that it's time. I think the time reference is more like you recognize certain times when things happen in your life. And I feel like you're very in tune with like your nature, not nature necessarily, but your nature, like what you can accomplish, what you can do. Even your outcome is the moon. The moon represents a period of time. So what period of time does the moon represent? The moon represents a period of time of innovation, trying new things. It can be a card of fears, illusions, fantasies, all these other things. But again, I think a lot of people get the moon wrong. It's not like a bad card. The moon doesn't say stop anywhere on the card. There's a path that runs straight down to the end here on the moon card. It runs all the way up into those mountains. It doesn't say stop. The card just says, do not allow your fears to control you. Do not get distracted by fantasies, right? It says keep going down a path. It's more of a card of, perseverance than anything, but it's also a card of innovation. It's a card of trying new things and doing things differently. I do also feel like there could be love coming in for you, like I said. In this reading, it's weird. I don't really see love here except for the Ace of Cups, but I am intuitively getting something about love here. It could be a fixed sign, Aquarius, Scorpio, a Taurus, or a Leo as well. Could be any sign, general reading, but it popped into my head. At the end here, you have this imperfect harmony card for your Oracle card. So I kind of feel like, again, there you go. I mean, I literally said in tune. So perfect card for you to be getting here, Cancer. It's like you are in tune. I feel like you're just paying attention to the things that are happening around you. And again, this is clearly going to lead to a lot of benefits. It's clearly going to lead to very positive outcomes in your life because you're in tune. It's like you're tapping into the flow. It's almost like, I always say, it's like a radio station. I feel like you're just in tune. It's like you have it tuned in to the right station. It's like you're locked into the universe with this reading. I think it's going to create this very positive flow for you here, Cancer. So love it. This looks really, really good. I don't know what else to say because it's pretty simple, this reading. So thank you for being here, Cancer. Again, part 2 will be linked up down below. You can watch that here on YouTube. It's free. And it's like an extended to this, so we're going to clarify this, get some more details on what's going on for you. But thank you for being here, Cancer. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising as well for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.